everybody. Happy Monday. It is Moon Day Monday because we are coming off of the full moon. This is the final day of full moon energy. So we are just going to take it and embrace the full moon energy for all that it's worth right now. This full moon in Leo, you'll see up on the screen right there. Right there. That has all about the snow moon, which is the full moon that we are experiencing. If you go out tonight, you will see that it still looks very, very, very full because we are still we're like at 99% right now. We are still in that full moon energy. So we are going to continue to manifest with it, pull inspiration from it, and absolutely suck this full moon for everything that it's worth. We're going to just be a part of that energy. Yes. So get the pin comment going on YouTube. Got it going on Facebook. Remember, if you guys would like a free one card, you got to like, subscribe, and share. And Jennifer, what the fuck did I tell you about calling me ma'am? I'm not a ma'am. I'm not older than you. We are peers. We are around the same age. If you were 20-something, okay, fine. Okay, but we are peers, my dear. I'm not a ma'am. We are friends. We have met in person. I have hugged your ass. Stop calling me ma'am. Well, I haven't hugged your ass. I've hugged your face. Well, I haven't hugged your face. I've hugged your body, okay? I mean, it's like, if I hugged your face, what, am I motorboating you or something? No. If I hugged your ass, what, am I worshiping your ass? No. But I've hugged you, okay? So fuck it with the ma'am shit. And I'm sorry it's cloudy there, Elizabeth, where you can't see the moon. It's been a difficult time for us to see the moon here, too. So I get it. And yes, I have my face up on camera today. All right? I did it. Alrighty? Okay? Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want to get on the free list. So how many of you guys have seen my my new mindfulness moments? Has anybody here seen the new mindfulness moments? Anybody? And hey, Debbie, it was almost in your bedroom window last night. One of the really cool things I like about our bedroom window is that when we can get to see through the cloud cover, the moon shines directly through the window onto the bed at night. So even when I have this one spot on the bed where I just kind of sit and chill. You know, that's my little blanket nest spot. Even in the summertime, I will nest the blankets, but I won't put them on top of me. I'll sit on top of them, you know. But even sitting there at my little spot, the moon just kind of just comes right down. I freaking absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things about the positioning of our bedroom and our bed. It's wonderful. So yes, please do consider donating. This is how I make my living. So the way that I'm able to continue doing this for you guys is when you guys when you guys donate. That's what I do. Okay? That's literally, well, Shiya, don't you do anything? No, I do what you see here. Lady Shiya and the Old Wolf. This is me. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. So it's not like, you know, this ain't a side hustle. This ain't a hustle. This is simply what I do. I am blessed to be able to make a living by helping others. And we do a lot of stuff for free. A lot of the stuff that we do for free, first of all, you know, of course, we have the, you know, free one cards that I do on every live. That way people get a sample to see that, hey, this stuff's actually not bullshit. That's kind of cool. Okay. And then you have the things that we put on. Let me put it up here. The YouTube. Okay, there's things that we do on YouTube, which we do for free, which you'll see the mindfulness moments there. And I'll show you what those look like in a minute. You'll see the mindfulness moments there, and on Facebook. You'll see all of our lives there, but you'll also see all the Wolf's music. And he's made some wonderful sleep meditations, binaural beats, hertz, working with all of that to have some wonderful energy while you sleep, while I have infused these things with Reiki, and all of those are available for free. So yeah, if you guys can, you never went on the YouTube, Diane, Jess, you should. You absolutely should. Oh, I understand, Jen. Everything's tight. Everybody's tight, especially if you've bought any eggs lately. But, you know, it's just a little bit here, a little bit there. If you guys want a little bit of a reading here, a little bit of a reading there, it goes a long way. Beyond just the YouTube, okay, we have other cool things that we've got going on, one of which is the Witch and Wolf Wisdom Podcast. And actually, I meant to keep it smaller there. All right, Jess, I'll put you on the free list. The Witch and Wolf Wisdom Podcast. Do come up. That's another one of the things that we do for free, where we can have conversations. We actually want your voice to be heard here. We want you guys to share the things that are important to you, your magic, your original music and poetry, art, advice, questions, strange or funny stories. Tomorrow night on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to have our guest, my dear friend and, you know, a soul sister of mine, Ashley Hart from Hart's Creations. She will be joining us to tell us a little bit about her story and about her creations. And it's going to be a very inspirational evening because let me tell you, this woman has been through some shit. Okay. So, yes, Debbie, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Debbie asked, she says she was gifted some witchy gift boxes and one included some gorgeous crystals. I have a suggestion on cleansing them. Absolutely. And hi, Marcia. But basically tomorrow night, it's going to be this discussion with this wonderful gal. She has had some ups and downs. She's got one hell of a story of how she has been at her lowest of lows, not just once, but a few times, and never gave up, never surrendered, as they say on Galaxy Quest, and found a way to find not only her true and authentic self, but to find her magic and to be able to share her magic with others. So tomorrow is going to be a very powerful evening. Highly, highly, highly recommend that you come. It's going to be pretty fucking cool. Okay? So it's just hearing some of the stories from this amazing woman. It's just, yeah, it's just one of those things, you know? So, yep. I'm getting my shares done. There we go. And then share with the group. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share if you would like to get on the free list. Share with the group that you're allowed to share with. Share with your friends that you're allowed to share with. Share. I'll tell you what, it is just a little bit cold outside. What's the temperature? Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So where are you guys at and what's your temperature there? You'll be there a bit late, but hey, that you're there, that matters. So what is the temperature where you guys are at? Where are you at? How cold is it? Let's bitch together. You know, because it's Monday and it sounds like something to do, right? There we go. All right. Got all the shares done. Good. So Debbie is in Chicagoland, and they're having a warm streak at 44. I'm up here in Rochester, New York, and we are at 25. We had 45 yesterday, which actually, thankfully, did melt off a lot of that snow that was out there on the ground. But it is 25 today. 25 now. 43 with Elizabeth. 53 with Marcia. Marcia wins the warm streak right now. Uh, 911. Wish this wasn't my number. I hear that. And Elizabeth, thank you for sharing. I'll put you on the free list. Remember, if you guys like, subscribe, and share, let me know you've shared, and I will put you on the free list. Yeah, the wind chill, I've just negative 15 the day before. Yeah, us too. We were like negative 15, negative 20-ish, you know. Jack Sparrow, Texas, over where Mom lives, not too far from her, it's 72 degrees. Speaking of Ashley Hart, here she is. So yeah, she's gonna be chatting with us tomorrow and telling her story, or the wolf will be asking her about her story. She'll be telling all about it. So yeah, y'all should show up tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. It's gonna be great. Debbie, you always share. Well, then I will put you on the free list. Pauline, also you. I will put you on the free list. And hey, Marcia, how you doing? And Ashley Hart, thank you. Yes. So Ashley Hart has this really cool new thing too, by the way. And I didn't grab a graphic. I probably should have. But she has these spell gardens that she's doing, okay? And it's like interactive Zen gardens with a purpose, okay? So these are Zen gardens, but they're spell gardens. So you're actually getting to play in a sandbox with the Zen stuff and making all the kind of lines and things, but you're casting a spell when you're doing it. How easy and cool is that, you guys? I mean, it's fucking brilliant. All right, Jennifer, putting you on the free list. So let me tell you, she has different price points. I've seen an anti-anxiety one go by today. I've seen a self-love one, which those are so cool, guys, because she has them in these little heart containers. You know, and you have the small one, you have a bigger one, you know, and it's pretty awesome. So y'all should definitely think about getting some of that stuff, okay? Because, I mean, how many times, you know, especially think about the anxiety spell guard. First of all, fucking with a Zen guard makes you feel better anyway. And then you're doing go to what's on the screen here, Hearts Creations, HARTS-Creations, and you can pick one there. But think about it, you're having anxiety issues, so you sit down with your little anxiety garden, and it's got a sigil underneath the sand. So while you're working the sand and all of the crystals and herbs and things that she puts with it, you know, all are anti-anxiety. So you're interacting with these things. You have the magic that Ashley Hart has put into this, and you just kind of picture the ASMR here for a second. Picture the, and you're making little designs and, you know, all that sort of thing. Oh, look, Ashley Hart says she'll be releasing new ones daily. And yes, Jennifer Green has the warmest with 72. So we're crashing at her house tonight. Everybody flying to Texas, Jacksboro. Tell you what, my mom would be like, hey, anybody wants to come over here, for sure. Yes, pool party at Jennifer's house. I don't know if it's quite warm enough for a pool party. The water's probably freezing cold. Just saying. But yes, tomorrow night on the Wolfpack. And you know what? We really want to hear from the rest of you guys too. We've had several submissions. We'd love to hear more. And we are giving out a monthly winner to win a free private reading for any submissions that are given that are actually used on the podcast. So if you're like, damn, I'd really love to have a private reading, but you know, I really can't afford one right now. It might be a few people that said that. Maybe y'all should think about being part of the Wolfpack and make some submissions for, you know, the podcast and have your voice kind of shared with the world, whether it be anonymous or even that you want to say, hey, I wrote this poem and I'd love the credit for it. So we'll read it out and give you credit on it. All that sort of fun stuff, you know? So absolutely, you know, could have an opportunity every month to win a free private reading. So if you want a free private reading, then work on being part of the Wolfpack. Send in some submissions. wolf@allwolfmusic.com. Really not too cray-cray. Now, one thing that I have really had on my heart lately, big time, and I have been working my ass off on it. And for those of you who are in it, you guys know, okay? We've had some people that have rejoined and been like, holy shit, I don't even recognize it anymore. There's so much more content. There's a lot of support. There's a 24/7 chat that's going at all times. I am on it. It feels like 24/7, but I'm not on it 24/7, but I'm on it quite a bit. Last night, we had a really great discussion on issues that we have with meditation. A few days ago, we had a really long and lengthy masterclass on narcissism. People bring up issues and we talk about them, you know? And, oh, Jennifer, she can do a dream catcher with anything. As you see, I've got one of my dream catchers right over here. You can kind of see part of it there. So, I don't know if I put it on my face. Can you see it? Yes, you can see the part of her dream catcher that's right over here. You see it? Right there? So there you are. So yeah, that's kind of some of the stuff that we can do there, and we do. So also, like I said, do check out the YouTube. All right, if you haven't checked out the YouTube, you're missing out. You're missing out on the meditations, everything. Okay, you really, really are. But I was talking about the mentorship circle, and let me tell you, I've been putting a lot of time, effort, and energy into that. It is $25 a month, and I've been making sure that our mentorship circle members not only get days like today, which is Mentorship Monday, which any paid member of the mentorship circle can get on the mentorship circle list for Monday, because it is Mentorship Monday, you know. No party at her house. She starts work at 5:30 a.m. Oh, darn. So, well, dang. But yes, the mentorship circle, very, very, very worthwhile. It's self-paced learning and teaching with tarot, empathy, meditation, Reiki, shadow work, mindfulness, witchcraft, magic, spells, runes, astrology, crystal, oracles, dreams, etc. Plus, we do a lot of our group journaling together. We have 2 different group journals we're working on, which is, one is the shadow work journal, and the other is getting to know you. And let me tell you, strength in numbers, guys. Getting to know ourselves, getting to know each other, that's an important thing. And also understanding a little bit more of ourselves. Today's question prompt was about, what are the things that we don't think people notice? And I learned a very valuable lesson today that people notice more than I think they do. Because I put down the things that I don't think people notice, and they're like, Shiya, we don't always say it, but yeah, we notice this. And I'm like, all right, that works. Elizabeth, you were thinking about getting the anti-anxiety one for your son. Well, hopefully he will use it, and if he does, I'm sure he will see great benefit for it. And Ashley Hart has done horseshoes, Jennifer. So absolutely, she's got you, fam. She got you. All right. So Jess Diane, what are you up to? We got some freebies on for tonight. Horseshoes. I just see this horseshoes thing. I'm like, horseshoes. Yes, horseshoes. You used a friend's horse's tail in a memorial piece. How awesome is that? That sounds pretty nifty. And yes, I am putting my mug up on camera today because y'all have been like, oh, Shiya, we don't get to see you enough. So, fine. Okay, I thought it was about the cards, but whatever. All right. So for you, Jess, right now, this full moon, you need to learn to face your fears, okay? The full moon inspiration that you're being given with this full moon is that you need to be inspired, to be truly full of growth and potential and everything. You need to turn around and face your fears, all right? Quit running from them. Quit thinking that they're going to go away. Face them and go full into it. Go full into it. And yes, Jennifer says, if you aren't a member, you should be one. It helps whether you talk or even just listen. Absolutely. And Shield Nova, let me know you've liked, subscribed, and shared, and I'll be happy to stick you on the free reading list, my dear. So yeah, Jess, are there fears right now that you are not facing in your life at this point for this particular card to come up? Because I mean, this is a pretty powerful card right here. Okay, this is a pretty powerful card right there that's saying that you're ignoring your fears. Okay, but one of the things I really want you to note on this, okay, I'm going to put it back up on the screen larger here. One of the things I really want you to notice on that, fear to go to Quebec. I want you to realize that this is not a real wolf that she's afraid of. Okay, she has created, you see, if you look in this card, you see like there's this mist going around the wolf there, okay? When you look at it, it's kind of a misty form, like a looming specter, okay? It's not tangible. It's not a real wolf running on the ground. You don't see a real wolf running on the ground. Okay. Oh, is that the plow? I guess that's the plow. We got plowed. All right, is it snowing again? Oh, we got plowed? We got plowed. It must be snowing again. Oh, weird. But basically it's saying that most of this fear is born inside of your imagination. I cannot see. Why can I not see? What is that on my glasses? You know what? We're going to get a cleaner. Because I can't see. Ooh. All right. We got a glasses cleaner now. So now we're going to be cooking with gas. Okay. How about ashes from your late service dogs? That might be interesting. You know, you can always get a container to put their ashes in, but I don't think you're going to be able to send ashes to her because I don't think you're allowed to transport any kind of ashes across the border, to be honest with you. And Ashley Hart is a Canadian, eh? Say you're sorry. Say, as I always tell her, Ashley, say you're sorry. Say you're sorry, Ashley. Say you're sorry. And she just looks at me and goes, fuck you. Can I see now? Yeah, there's one little smudge left right there. That's neat. You know, it's not fair that I actually have to pay to be able to see. Some people, they see just fine without any of this stuff. No. Some of us, actually literally everybody in this household, has to pay in order to see. You know, there's a seeing tax, I suppose, for what that's worth. Yeah, I'm getting old. Fuck you. Fuck you. See how you are. Being mean to me. All right. So yes, face those fears. Those fears are something that you're building up in your mind, Jess, and it'll be okay. All right. Face into them, and you're going to find out that the real wolf is not anywhere near as big as this giant specter looming in your brain. Elizabeth Brown. Yeah, you can't unless you take them with paperwork. That is very true. Although, literally, I went driving around the entire country with my husband's ashes in the car. You're more than welcome, my dear. Elizabeth, let's see what your full moon message is, my darling. Elizabeth, you're trying to make everybody happy, okay? Here we see a woman who, you know, we think we're seeing the real her, okay? But at the same point, even this calm, peaceful, tranquil thing, that's a mask. And what we see down here, we see different masks, a plain mask, a fancy mask. We see these Russian nesting dolls down here. Okay, we see all of these things that says there's layers inside of layers inside of layers. And this comes to me as something that a lot of us empaths are really, we get quite proficient at this. We get quite proficient at being what everybody else needs us to be. We get quite proficient at, you know, being their healing, being there for them, being what we can read that they expect or that they need or that they think they want out of us. And we spend so much time doing and being what everybody else wants and needs that we lose track of ourselves. Okay? We lose track of ourselves. Do you ever find that happening, Elizabeth? Especially with this card coming off. Do you feel like you might have lost who is the real you? Are you so busy turning around and trying to be this for this person and that for that person that maybe you've lost the real you? Who is you? Who are you? Can you be who you choose? Can you be who you want to be, Elizabeth? Do you even have that choice? When's the last time you asked yourself, what is it that I really want? Not what everybody expects of me, not how I want to feel, but what really matters to me? That's an important question, Elizabeth, and that's part of the reason why, in the mentorship circle, we've been doing the getting to know you. Elizabeth, get in there and really get into the getting to know you journals. I think there's like 3 or 4 maybe of them. Okay, and just really start writing on the getting to know you journals. All right, Ashley, I got you on the free list, my dear. But really start working on the getting to know you journals so that you can start getting to know yourself. The getting to know you journals aren't just an introduction to everybody else. It's those times that we empaths really need to know, hey, what does make me feel good? What is an item of clothing that I know when I put on, I feel super cute or super confident? Which, by the way, when I did that particular post, I got an earful from the wolf and the monkey on, they're not answering that one. And I'm like, why? And they said, because we men do not think of ourselves as cute. That is not a word that we use now. If you ask us what makes us feel good, what makes us feel like we look good, what makes us feel confident, sure, we'll answer that. Hell, we'll even respond maybe what makes us feel sexy, because men feel sexy, but never do we ever think of ourselves as cute. Like, okay, well, I know some men that would disagree, and they look at me like, well, are they metro, bi, or gay? All of them are metro, bi, or gay. Well, there you go. That's something that's more acceptable in those circles. If we hetero men say cute, then other dudes look at us like, are you metro, bi, or gay? And they're like, not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that's not how we identify. All right, spot on there. So I got told, guys, men in general, or hetero men specifically, do not say that they feel cute. All right, I'm like, does that mean I can't say that you look cute? Because I tell the wolf all the time, I'm like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, you look cute. Tell the monkey you're cute. And they're like, no, you're a woman. You can describe us as cute because that's your perception. That's how you feel. That's great. We will not describe ourselves as cute, though, okay? That's not manly. We want to be manly and sexy and confident and looking good and those sorts of things. I'm like, well, y'all are that. But yes, getting to know yourself, guys. Not just Elizabeth, but everybody else here. I mean, when's the last time you asked yourself what's really important to you? What is it that you really want? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I mean, let's do a little bit of full moon impromptu magic together. Okay, let's do a little bit of impromptu full moon magic together. Let's say, what is your core desire? Okay, I will tell you, my core desire is a community, is a good vibe community, is a community where people connect and feel comfortable with one another, and that we really have community. Okay, my goal is community, and I feel like we're really accomplishing that with the mentorship circle. I feel like the lives on here is accomplishing that, but for me, what I really want is I want that community. Okay, I want that place where no ashes. Aw, sad face, Ashley Hart. But that's my main desire. That's my goal, and part of the reason I think that community is something that matters to me and that means something to me is because my narcissistic and abusive father kept me extraordinarily isolated as a girl. I was an only child. Anytime I started making friends, whoosh, let's take you away from that. Okay, Shield Nova, I got you on the free list, my dear. Okay. And thank you, Jadalyn. I will put you on the free list, dear. Guys, do consider donating. This is how I pay my bills. If I'm just doing, all I'm doing is free, I'm not going to be able to keep doing this. All right. So even if you can't, maybe invite friends that might be part of people who might want to donate. I don't necessarily need my own town. I've had, sometimes too close is too close, but I want a global community. I want people like what we have on the mentorship circle where we could talk to each other, the community that we have here. We don't have to be always ass up on each other, but to know that, hey, one quick reach out and I've got people who care about me and I've got people I can care about. Okay. That we're not alone, we're not in isolation. Whether or not we can go up and give each other a hug, it doesn't matter. We can still have community. That's what I want. So what else do you guys want? Tell me. I want to hear. What's your core desire? When's the last time you asked yourself something that is really important to you? Something that is a core desire for you? I guess you could say that my core desire is that sense of connection amongst people. Okay. Debbie says she would like her core desire is a sense of peace. Says she has narcissism all around her. Wow. And what I just said, that she's an only child and went to 13 schools by sophomore year, right? No, I've actually found, thankfully, my birth family found me. I have 2 older sisters, a mom and a stepdad, and one younger deceased brother, or half brother. So yes, I'm very, very blessed in being able to have been connected with my birth family because I love them dearly. When you hear me talking about my mom and my sisters, those are who I'm talking about because that's my real family. Those are the ones who actually gave a shit about me. Did not raise me, but at the same point, I am so much like them and they are so much like me, it's not even funny. Anaket, let me know that you've liked, subscribed, and shared, and I'll put you on the free list, my dear. And like I said, do consider donating using the pinned comment. This is how I pay my bills. I got to pay for the electricity, the internet, the heat, or the AC, whatever, Jen, you're still finding yourself. And yes, Debbie, we do have to make our own family sometimes. So you know what? Hey, you want to be my sister? Be my sister. Come on. All right, Anaket, I'll put you on the free list. All right. So yes, ask yourself, Elizabeth, what is it that really matters to you? What's your driving factor? Who are you? Get to know you, okay? And Pauline, you want your sisters to accept you for what you believe in and your lifestyle. Sorry, Pauline, it's not gonna happen. Okay? Instead of expecting her to accept your beliefs and your lifestyle, just want love. Okay? Because let me tell you, when you have somebody who's dyed-in-the-wool religious of any kind, and they see that you are burying from that, and we've had this conversation too on the mentorship chat, but they see that you are varying from what's going to send you to heaven, what's going to give you the eternal life, so on and so forth, whatnot, then they feel like it's their personal mission to make sure your eternal soul is saved. They think that they're doing something good for you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, let me show you how I'm doing something good for you, and I will stand my ground, stand in the gap for you. I will pray for your soul. I will hope, and the more that you're trying to say, hey, I come with this, I come with Wicca, or I come with paganism, or I come with spirituality, and you have to accept that to accept me, that's putting them between a rock and a hard place in their own convictions and their own beliefs. Better yet to say, you know what? I love you. You love me. I accept that you want to share love to me by sharing your path. I have heard you, thank you, and I accept you praying for me, because every time you're praying for me, you're only praying for my goodwill and good wishes. And I love and accept you and your religious path, please. Let's not talk about religion anymore, okay? Let's just have a relationship of love. That's an important context. We can't always agree on everything, people. And in this world that we have right now, the gods know we're not agreeing on shit. You have the left of the left, you have the right of the right. And you know what? Some of you left of the lefts and some of you right of the rights are on this channel right now getting along. And then you have me that are the middle of the middles. I'm the moderate that, tends to want to bring healing and acceptance to everybody, but wants the government to kind of let people make their own choices. I always tell people, I believe that the gay married people should be able to have guns to protect their weed farms. Okay? And they look at me and they think about that. What am I saying there? Gay marriage? Yeah. Weed? Yeah. Having guns? Supports that. I'm a Texan, of course I support that. Farms? Yeah, we're taking care of the natural environment. Okay. Sounds like she's kind of in the middle of everything and wants people to be able to make some of their own damn choices in life. Yeah. That's called being a moderate, okay? It's like when I went to go and register to vote, I sat there and I'm like, it's this or that or this or that. None. So there you go. But the thing is that we spend all of this time finding things that divide us, okay? We find things and we fixate on the things that divide us. And instead, we need to turn around and find ways, first of all, to respect each other, to have the conversations, to have the difficult conversations that are there to where we can talk. A far left person and a far right person can talk and say, you know what? Here's some things that we may agree on, even though we don't agree with this one and we don't agree with that one. But here's the things that we can agree on. And, on the stuff that we don't disagree on, I disagree with you, but I love you, I respect you, and you're still my friend. We got to have those conversations and we got to have that respect, and we got to find the places to where we all come together, guys. And where's someplace, Pauline, that you and your sister come together? You love her, she loves you. Don't put a dividing line between you, okay? Drawing that line in the sand and say, if you don't accept my beliefs, then you obviously don't accept me. Well, that's bullshit. Do you love and accept her even though she's a die-in-the-wool religious person? I mean, me, personally, I believe all gods are one God. One God is all gods. That I am an omnitheist. I believe that everybody is going to find their path to the divine, whether they name their God Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, Yahweh, Buddha, Pan, Hern, Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Timbuktu. I don't fucking care. This is just one small representation of the vastness, which is spirit, which is the divine, which is that beautiful, wonderful energy that we are all connected by. So if you want to call your God Yahweh and I want to call my goddess Hecate, let's pray. Let us pray. Dear Divine, thank you for the blessings. Dear Divine, show us our way. Give me the power that I need to face my day. Dear Divine, take your pick. And not only am I going to go pray and Dear Divine, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to use my power. I'm going to use my will. I'm going to use my magic to influence things. I'm going to cast spells, motherfuckers, like this manifestation right here. Okay? I'm going to turn around and not only am I going to say, Dear Divine, please help, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to help myself and I'm going to ask the divine. So, hey, God, goddess, universe, whatever's out there, here's me putting my heart and soul into something. Can you give me a hand with this, please? Great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Even if your assistance was nothing more than to help me focus my energies. Y'all see how this works? You see how this kind of It changes the viewpoint. It changes the perspective. That's the difference, guys. That's the difference. Religion is exclusive, okay? You don't believe my way? You stay over there. Oh, do you believe my way? Come on, you can come in. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, you don't believe my way? Fuck off. You go over there. Oh, you're going to hell. You definitely don't believe my way. Okay, that's religion, guys. I don't care any religion. And lose for the priority list is not very long. For the free list, it is what it is. But, basically, you know, that is a religious perspective. Now, a spiritual perspective is, okay, this is my belief. This is my idea. This is how I believe. This is how I think. This is how I feel. Okay? Now, this is my space. If you want to sit next to me and you don't believe my way, that's fine. Just don't push your belief into my space. I'm not going to push my belief into your space. Meanwhile, we can both look over there and say, oh, you call that prayer, I call that spell work. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. You know, you feel a presence of the divine? Oh yeah, I feel the presence of the divine. How about you? Oh yeah, I feel the presence of the divine. That's spirituality. And let me tell you, you could have a spiritual person from every damn religion out there. But if somebody is a religious person, they are about exclusivity. Fuck you if you don't like what I believe in. A spiritual person is going to be like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you believe that way. Don't push it on me. I'm not going to push my shit on you. And we will all be together. We're going to find our common ground. Make some sense? You know, Jonathan says his favorite thing is to pray with someone he loves who's getting on his nerves. It's always been, dear divine, please teach blank patience and acceptance. They normally say amen and agree to it. You know, that's one way of doing it. But at the same point, you know, the Bible has some good wisdom out there, which is don't turn around and pluck the beam out of, or work on the splinter in somebody else's eye until you get the splitter out of your, or the beam out of your own. Okay, it is so easy for us to look and nitpick and say, that's what the fuck is wrong with you. That's what the fuck is wrong with you. Oh, and by the way, did you know what the fuck is wrong with you? Because this is what the fuck is wrong with you. But meanwhile, we've got our own toxic shit. We've got our own shadow work. We've got our own stuff that we need to work through. And it's no turning around saying, oh, you're an arrogant prick if I'm being a controlling bitch. Okay, so yeah, okay, they can be an arrogant prick, but is their arrogance maybe in response to my being a controlling bitch? Am I coming on too strong? Let me tell you, that's something I had to work on for years. You're coming on too strong. Okay, sorry. You know, even to the point to where the monkey and the wolf every so often have to tell me, okay, that was a little, oh, yeah, totally didn't, you know what? And I'll say the same thing, that, oh, okay, coming on a little, oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Why? You're coming across a little angsty. Oh, sorry, you know. We'll have to work on that. But yes, a spiritual person will recognize another like-minded individual, whether or not they share the same beliefs, you know. Jennifer talks about and you keep referring, you had a good friend that's an ordained minister, and she and you have been friends for 25 years, and she even spoke at Kenneth's funeral for her since he was a Baptist. Okay. First time I've heard of a Baptist female clergy, but that's cool. It's one of the things that kind of upset me growing up as a Baptist is why were women somehow less spiritual than men? The fuck? Right? You know, men can be spiritual and women can be spiritual, and we can all, you know, kind of work together on shit like that, right? So, Debbie Debster, are you still here, my dear? Let's do your freebie. And then after that, Diana, I saw that you're on the mentorship circle, Mentorship Monday. So, yes, we will mentorship you. Debbie Debster, for you, honey, you are still going around trying to prove you're strong by carrying everybody else's burdens. Okay? You don't have anything to prove to anybody, Debbie. You don't need to prove to anybody else that you're strong, that you can be humble, that you can sit in the background. Okay? And Elizabeth, yes, I will put you on the mentorship list. Absolutely. Oh shit, she says. Yeah, you don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You need to stop with that. All right? And Luz, I've got you on the priority list. Sorry, I didn't mention that. All right, but you don't have anything to prove to anybody anymore. You need to just turn around and work on holding up your own stuff. Work on letting yourself shine. You've been the strong one for a while, okay? You don't have anything to prove to anybody. Do what you got to do for you for once, okay? Do what you got to do for you. Diana, what did you want your reading on, my dear? And y'all can quit bitching, because, yes, I am putting my face on this shit tonight, okay? I know everybody's like, oh, we haven't seen you for a hot minute. Shiya, well, why aren't you on? You're so pretty, Shiya. I suck at taking compliments sometimes. I really do. Just no offense, but I do. You're good with the general. General it is, my dear. All right, so let's see what we have for you. All right, Diana, general for you, it is manifestation time. Just going off of the very first thing. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Well, this definitely fits for you, Miss Assassin Queen. All right, so, it comes with a caution, though. So we'll kind of get a little bit more into this as we're looking at it. Okay, so first we're going to start off here with our Four of Wands. You need to do what we talked about. And Vic, hey, welcome. Just like, subscribe, and share, and I will put you on the free list, Vic. All right, Jennifer, if you crash, you crash. If not, then otherwise we'll see you tomorrow or on the live or on the Witch and Wolf Wisdom podcast, okay? But yes, manifestation time. You need to know what your goal is. You know how they say, if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to know if you got there? Diana, that's an important context for you. You've got all this wonderful Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands energy going on here. That the important context is you've got all this great energy to be able to do shit. Well, Liz, I'll put you down for your mentorship reading as well, my dear. So you have your donated reading and your regular reading. I don't know, Pauline. That would be something I would have to read on, sweetheart. I don't go looking for that. But anyway, Diana, what I'm seeing here is that you've got all of this energy, but you need to know where you're going. So set your purpose, then use that energy towards it. But make sure you know when to back off, when to call it, when to say, okay, sometimes, yeah, as much as I'm determined, as much as I want to be able to get these things going and doing this, I know sometimes that it is definitely more effective time-wise and efficiently and all this other stuff if I'm able to turn around and look in a different direction. So don't turn around with that Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords there is all about a victory that really, yeah, you won, but why? What was the fucking point? Okay, you put so much of yourself into that Five of Swords. We kind of see poking out still over here behind our graphic. All right, you put so much time and effort and fire and passion and everything into it that now the victory, that juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Okay, Devik, look on the screen right now. That's how you get a free one card. Okay. So if you like, subscribe, and share, I will absolutely put you on the list. And yes, then you can do one too. All right. So Luz. Oh, not a problem, Debbie. Look, you guys, bills come first. Bills come first. I never want your food money. I never want your rent money. That's not an okay thing. That's not the karma I want, okay? When you have that, be able to spend money, sure. But if it's your food money, if it's your rent money, if it's your bill money, please don't. Don't even try. Not even $1 of it, okay? Not even $1 of it. That's not cool. That's not what I want. All right. So Luz, what did you want for your donation, and what is your question for your mentorship circle read today? And Pauline, I know you're here, so we'll do your freebie. Let's see what we have for you, Miss Pauline. Pauline, you need to be the one that offers the healing. That's what the universe wants you to know right now. You need to be the bigger person. You need to be the better person. You need to be the person that offers the olive branch, the peace stuff, the healing, the opportunity for reconnection. You've got to be the bigger person. It's on you. Okay? Don't expect anybody else to do it. You've got to be the bigger person. You've got to be the one to do it. Okay? All right, so let's see what we have here. Luz asked specifically, my son just turned 3, and he's been having a lot of sleep disturbances, and he's been saying that the drawers are talking to him. Is he being visited by spirits, and if so, how can I help him at this time? So we're going to do 2 different lines here. We're going to see what's going on. Aw, well, thank you, Debbie. She works hard for her money. Works hard for her money. She works hard for her money, and I forgot the rest of the words. Oops. Yes, I'm a dork. He chose his voice because he can't sing Donna. Okay. Well, I can do the voice. I just forgot the rest of the words. I know just the part that she works hard for her money. I know that part. That's about it. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. What's going on around your son at night? Let's get a full view of that. And then once we understand that, Luz, then we can figure out how to deal with this. Why, thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you. All right. How very fascinating. Okay, this is going to be a very important lesson for you, Luz. And it's going to be a very interesting... so you better treat her right. Okay, thank you. I forgot the rest of the words. Yeah, okay. There you go. She works hard for her money. Works hard for her honey. She works hard for her money, so you better treat her right. Okay, I did it. You happy? Y'all happy now? Y'all happy now, huh? Jesus. You're always trying to get me to sing. I know, I really need to sing more. I do. And even the wolf has been saying this. He's like, you have a good voice. Quit worrying so much about it. Just sing. I got performance issues. Me of all people, right? Devik, you would like a private reading? Absolutely. You can go. I book my private readings are $45 per half hour. So if you would like to, which is actually a pretty damn good rate for a half an hour reading. But you can go to my page, LadyShiya.com, which will take you to my Facebook page. You can go facebook.com/LadyShiya. And from there, you can click the Book Now button. And it will give you some, well, you could cash at me for the private. Yeah, absolutely, if you wanted to. But you'll need to book for a private reading. I have certain hours that are available for that. Okay, so go on my page and book a private reading. Okay, absolutely. Pauline, I sing well. Thank you. Yeah, you can cash at me for that if you wanted a private reading. Otherwise, right now, we're doing the live reading. So you can go to my page, facebook.com/LadyShiya, Or you can just go to LadyShiya.com and click the Facebook button there, and it'll take you to my page. And click the book now button, and that'll give you your time options that are open and available for private readings. All right. Yes, Jennifer, I still do the call-in readings. Absolutely. So, poof, there it is. $30 call-in reading. I still do it. I've got my headset right here, able, ready, and available to do it. So, yeah, if anybody wants to do a call-in reading, all you gotta do is send your money and then send me your phone number, and I will call you. I'll call you. Okay? So you have to message me with your phone. Jennifer, I already have, I'm pretty sure, but I still ask everybody, just in case I don't have it handy, just message me with this so I don't have to go looking for it. Okay? Now, Luz, what's going on with your little one? Your little one is extraordinarily gifted. Okay? Your little one is extraordinarily gifted, and the power of the moon, I don't know if you're noticing the cycles around the moon power. Your little one is definitely connected with that, with the full moon, and is definitely being governed by that. However, yes, he is hearing actual voices. Okay? He is hearing actual voices. What are the voices he is hearing? Because, first of all, he is a pure innocent, 4 years old. We may want to kill them sometimes. We may want to absolutely just muffle them, muzzle them, duct tape them, Velcro them to the wall, wrap them in bubble wrap, throw them in their room, lock the door, and throw away the keys at times. But when they are 4, despite the fact that they sometimes lie or cheat or whatever, they still have that childlike innocence. They have that innocent way of viewing the world. They're still learning the right from wrong. They're still learning why you're not supposed to lie, even though it makes it seem awfully convenient and you don't get in trouble, or how you get more in trouble if you do lie. There's a level of innocence. There's a level of light to them when they are that age. They become like a bright flame in the night. If you have a dark night and all of a sudden off in the distance you see a bright candle, okay, you're gonna go to it. If you're lonely, if you're an energy, if you're a spirit, and there is this beautifully connected, beautifully gifted young child individual. I lived with this at his age, so I understand. Okay, what he is hearing is something that freaked me the fuck out at that age too. He is hearing the voices of spirits, transitory spirits. He sees it as like coming from the dresser, because that's a logical place that somebody might make a noise from that he can't see, because he can hear them. He can hear some of the things that they're saying to him. He cannot see them, and that's actually kind of a good thing, because sometimes seeing energies is more traumatic than just hearing them, for what it's worth. Okay, believe me, I could see them too when I was that age, and I could still kind of feel them and sense them I could see them out of the corner of their eye, but for the most part, unless I'm like in a trance state, I can't see them straight in front of me. Like if I'm staring straight at it, unless I shift my eyesight, I can't see it unless I choose to. But out of the corner of my eye, oh yeah, and believe me, the monkey's dead cat loves fucking with me. Because the corner of my eye, there's a cat, and I'm thinking it's Salem, and then when I actually look and shift, there's nothing there, so I shift my view, and there's his dead cat there. Okay, just meow. Attention, please. Pet me. Love me. Just like a normal cat, except it's dead. Okay? That's kind of what you're going through, Luz, with your son. Okay? How can you best help him? Let's talk about some of this on the mentorships group. Are you, yeah, well, then he might be able to see them as well. Okay, but I think that he's picking their voices coming from the dresser, because these are some maybe that he's not seeing. Okay, because he might be able, like me, see the shadows out of the corner of his eyes. It's going to be important to teach him that he has the power over them. He can tell them, go away. Or I don't, just like anybody else, I don't want to talk to you right now. Right now is my sleep time. You need to leave me alone. And give him that power to turn around and say that, hey, he can say that. Hey, It's my sleep time. You leave me alone so I can sleep, okay? Also, I highly recommend, maybe a dream catcher or a witch's ball. I have one above me. That's why I'm pointing straight up. From Ashley Hart to kind of help with that energy. But you absolutely... Good night, Diana. But yes, you absolutely need to let him know that he has power over this. Life is for the living. And not to be afraid that they are just people who aren't alive anymore, but they haven't gone to heaven yet. They're just kind of hanging out. So just because they're hanging out doesn't mean, and they're lonely and they want to talk to somebody, doesn't mean you have to talk to them or listen to them. You're stronger than they are, and you can tell them, right now's my sleep time. I'm going to sleep. Leave me alone and stay out of my room. Okay? But you'll have to teach him that, hey, not everybody can see these things. Not everybody can hear these things. So make sure that you don't say stuff like that in front of other people, because then he's going to start feeling like the odd person out. Okay? So it becomes, and this is something we can talk about more, Luz, on the mentorship chat and stuff like that as well. But basically what it comes down to is he's got some extreme gifts. And yeah, it won't be quite as problematic as he gets older. However, right now, just like he's learning to understand the rest of the world around him, he will learn his understanding or acceptance of his gifts and of the metaphysical world from you. If you have parents like I had, it's extremely traumatizing, because my parents tried to baptize my gift out of me. At 3 years old, I was going up to people telling them, because my context was the angels and God, because of how I was raised. God told me to tell you this: the angels are around you, so I was always the angels and God. The angels are around you. I see angels. Okay, I've seen dead people. The angels say this, that God says that, and things that I learned to recognize at a very early age, even at 3 years old, the difference between the divine speaking at me, okay, and the difference between dead people. And to me, at that age, all the dead people, those were the angels, okay? They were see-through, whatever. I called them the angels. And God, I never saw. I just knew. So I would have people go up and, excuse me, God told me to tell you this. Hey, you have angels around you, and all that other stuff, okay? I got in serious trouble. I got my ass beat. My parents tried to baptize it out of me, made sure I was in the door of the church every time the door of the church was frickin' open, and really traumatized the crap out of me. Fast forward to when I'm 12 years old, I'm still experiencing my gifts, but I've known how to kind of tone it down and actually put it with the Christian rhetoric a little bit better. And I'm talking to my youth pastor, and I tell him about my gifts. I tell him about my empathic gift, my gift of knowledge, awareness, how God would speak to me to tell people things, how I knew things that I wasn't supposed to know, that I wouldn't know. They just assume, well, maybe she overheard it or something. No, that was my psychic gift manifesting at that age. Okay. And that my youth pastor told me that these things that I was using to help people were from Satan. That's where cognitive dissonance. How can I be helping people, healing people, sitting with people, being with them while they cry, helping them through their difficult times and stuff like that? How can I be all these good things and helping and genuinely? How is that from Satan? That didn't fit. And that's when I began my witchcraft path, because then I went and if it's from Satan, I went and found some witches and asked them what the hell, and they said, oh, honey, you're an empath and a psychic. I'm a who's a what now? What, huh? Could you explain this a little better? Well, let's explain what empathy is. Let's explain what psychic gift is. And all this. I'm like, oh, I've experienced this my whole life. And you guys are explaining it to me in a way that fucking makes sense. And that's when I began my secret life. My secret life as a witch that my parents did not know about, while I maintain my I'm going to church and I'm a good little Christian vibe. Debbie says, I had 2 angel dreams. Both people spoke to me through a photo. Always wondered why it stopped. Because we are conditioned. we are conditioned, and like Lou says, I definitely wanted to feel safe and help him grow into his gift. Absolutely. You know, we get conditioned, and Lou's is at least cognitive enough, you know, knowing that he's connected to the moons, because he was up last night a ton, probably up tonight a ton too, because we still got that full moon energy going. Okay. But you have somebody who's cognitive enough to recognize, hey, there's something beyond what meets the eye that's going on with this kid here. This kid has a psychic gift and a mediumship gift. Okay. So at least a mediumship gift. I don't know if he has a psychic gift or not, but what I'm seeing here, this is all mediumship. Okay, so my son has a mediumship gift, and I need to teach him how to not be afraid of this, to embrace it, to grow into it, but to take control over it and to understand this. That is a beautiful thing. Your son is very, very lucky to have that, by the way. Very lucky. All right, so for your mentorship circle question, Luz, your mentorship circle reading, what did you want to know? Ashley Hart, for your mentorship circle reading, what did you want to know? You're up next after Luz. So yeah, I mean, hopefully that gives you some insight and stuff. General message from your spirit guides. All right, girl. Well, let's see what your general message from your spirit guides happens to be. A little extra sensitive these days on an emotional level because you feel like you're being put off from the things that you really want. And your spirit is calling out to you to start really working on your own gifts and working on your own context. But it just seems like you feel like you want to grow on a spiritual level. Okay? And that's great, Luz. I think that's great. Okay? But you're expecting your spiritual growth to happen in a particular way. That, oh, you're going to get to sit down and go to a retreat and go, oh, I'm enlightened now. Okay. And have this kind of spiritual experience, this enlightening ascendance. Oh, I got downloads kind of experience. And you know why while that does happen from time to time, those are not normally our major spiritual growth points, Luz. Hey, Honora. Our major spiritual growth points, Luz, come when we're experiencing difficulty, when life is throwing us a curveball. It's like we don't really grow without the challenges. You understand what I'm saying? So don't expect your spiritual growth and your spiritual deepening to come from this kind of experience, okay? Not the way that really happens most of the time. Normally, it is when we are slogging through the trenches, when we are dealing with those crazy-ass moments, when we are ready to pull our hair out by the roots and say, Calgon, take me the fuck away. All right, universe, what doesn't kill me make me stronger. God damn it, I'm strong enough. Okay, I'm strong enough. Stop it. All right. And it is in those moments where we turn around and say, okay, fine. You know what? I can't fucking change the situation, but I can change how I'm going to deal with this. And we have a real character, spiritual building moment of life is shit, but I am going to center. I am going to focus. And I am not going to be shit. I am going to smile. I am going to deal with this shit because I am a powerful, strong fucking bitch. And I am going to make this shit work. So, yes, bring it at me. Because I've got my grounding and centering on. I've got my chakras aligned. So, yeah. Bring it, life. I got this shit. Those are the moments where we really grow. So don't get hurt over it. Don't get angry over it. And just simply say, universe, thank you. Help me learn the lesson in this moment. Help me learn to respond spiritually in a way that is spiritually honoring to myself and to all those around me. Let me respond to this situation in a way that is spiritually uplifting and growth oriented for myself and for those that are around me. Now, does that mean that we always succeed? Hey, does ultra spiritual Shiya over here always succeed? Do I succeed more often than I fail? Yeah. Because I try to stay mindful, because I try to stay cognitive of that. And you know what happens if I fail? I say I'm sorry. The other day, I snapped at Monkey and the wolf because I had just woken up. I'd had 3 sips of my coffee and Monkey and Wolf wanted to have a conversation in my hearing. They weren't even talking to me. And I'm like, I want silence. Silence, I kill you. And they just looked at me like, can't talk to a psycho like a normal human being. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just overstimulated. Go away. Okay. We'll go away. You know what? Better yet, I'll go away. I'm going into my altar room. You don't have to. We'll go away. Nope. I'm going into my altar room because I need some good energy right now. So I fucked off in here. Okay. And then later, Wolf comes in and he has a little plate full of veggie tater tots and says, hey, want some food? I'm like, yes, you can come in. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to say you're sorry. I'm like, yeah, I do. He goes, well, fine. But you can automatically know that you're forgiven. All right, good. Because I don't always succeed at dealing with things in the best spiritual way. But if we're trying and we stay cognizant, we can most of the time. And when we don't, we can apologize and learn from them. Okay? So, yeah. Blessed snow moon to you, Miss York. How are you? Ashley Hart, are you here? What did you want your mentorship circle read on? Jennifer Green, are you still here or did you go to bed? Elizabeth, you're up for your mentorship read after them. So be on the ready. People who I have on my list in this order based upon whether they're on the free list or the mentor list are Ashley Hart, Jennifer Green, Elizabeth Brown, Shield Nova, Jadalyn Lee, and Anaket. You are more than welcome, Luz, and thank you very much for your donation from my heart to yours. Thank you for helping a small business. Thank you for helping me pay my bills. You are much appreciated in that context, as well as for just being a general awesome person. Because you are. But Luz, anytime you'd like to talk about, whatever, make sure that you get on the circle chat. If you go to the mentorship group, you should be able to see in there a little dot that says, hey, go to the circle chat. And so come over and chat and talk with us. Live. All the time. Don't always answer right away, but I see it eventually. If it's during one of my chatty moments, we'll probably end up having a long-ass discussion on whatever it is. All right, I'm not seeing Ashley Hart or Jennifer Green, so we're going to skip over that. Elizabeth Brown, are you here, my dear? We'll wait to see if Ashley Hart and Jennifer Green show up. Both of you. They were both here earlier. Jennifer mentioned something about having to go to bed, so that might have been that context. You know what? I wonder if I do this, and I just put this here. Hold on. Let's get this back there. There. Now I can stop worrying about it falling into my face. I don't like my hair in my face. Or the reason why I wear my headbands. Not a problem, Luz. That's what we're here for, to support one another. Oh man, that looks good. Buckwheat crepes with ham, caramelized onion, and cheese. Ooh, that sounds so good. I'll tell you what, I don't know why I'm looking at food, because I had an amazing meal cooked by the monkey tonight. Homemade meatballs, ravioli, and homemade sauce with fresh tomatoes in it. And oh my God, the brightness and the freshness. There is nothing like a sauce that's made with a base of, yeah, you do your paste, your tomato paste and stuff for thickening. But when the base of the sauce is fresh tomatoes that have been sauteed up with and stewed up with I think I'm done. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna sneeze again. No, I'm not. Oh, God. Okay, I think I'm done. Maybe? Ow! Ow! Tell you what, the only person I know who has a larger sneeze than me is the wolf. And he does the Mario sneeze. Achoo! It is like, it's me, Mario! He is the only person I know that actually sneezes larger than I do. Amy York, I'm putting you on the priority list. Yes, ma'am. Amy, are you in the mentorship circle? All right. Your allergy sneezes are 3 in the row, or you're a demon. It could be. All of the above. All right. So Elizabeth Brown, what did you want? You wanted a general. Okay. So let's see what your general has there. Okay. Elizabeth, there is somebody in your immediate path that means harm for you. There's somebody in the middle, in your immediate path that is lying to you. There's somebody in your immediate path that is betraying you, talking about you behind your back. They are offering you some good opportunities. So part of you is like, oh, you want the opportunities, whatever this is. You want the opportunities that this person is offering to you, but they're stabbing you in the back. They're talking about you. They don't give a shit about you. So yeah, while you have the good thing there, understand with this 5 of Cups, there's some good that comes out of this interaction relationship, but at what cost? That's what I'm really seeing here. So there you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. That's right. I remember now. I was like, I thought you were still in the group, but that's right. But you know what? You don't normally get to a mentorship circle night, so we'll give you a little bit extra tonight. All right. So yeah, Elizabeth, not all the people that are around you providing, somebody who's providing an opportunity for you. It's a great opportunity. It looks like an awesome thing to be had, whatever, and there are good parts to it. But that person gives no shits about you, is pretty much lying about themselves and who they are, and their intentions towards you are not beneficial. Okay? So please be aware of that and guard yourself up. All right? I love you too, babe. So, speaking of, since Amy York got in on the priority listers always get to skip the list. Amy York, what do you want your reading on? And I see that you wanted a message from Spirit, as well as you get whatever your mentorship circle question is for tonight. Yes, do. And this is somebody you've known for quite some time. This is not a new person in your life. So, I mean, go in and, enjoy whatever these opportunities this person is giving you, but realize, don't give them any of your personal. Don't let them into your heart, kind of thing, Stay on your guard, stay on the lookout, that sort of thing. Give it to me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right. How do I not stay paralyzed? Well, hopefully you'll figure it out, Elizabeth. Hopefully you'll figure it out. Look for somebody who is the one of the things that was in that reading with that Seven of Cups was somebody who was presenting you good opportunities, and while the opportunities were awesome, the person is not. Okay? And there could be hidden issues. Probably not, but because it's saying the opportunities are good, but the person is not. So just be careful about revealing personal details or getting too emotionally close to said person or people. All right. How do you not stay paralyzed? And thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, we need to get to the zoom out screen. Okay. Did you want me to continue that question for your mentorship circle question as well, Amy? How do you not stay paralyzed? All right. So here's the main thing that we're looking at. You are always on the defensive. You go into every situation immediately on the defensive, and you are constantly polling everybody to see what it is that they are expecting of you. Okay? When the reality of it is, oh wow, that's some interesting information. Okay. So the reality of the fact is, when you're going into a situation, you're trying to read what you think they want. Problem is that they don't know what they want for the most part. Most of these people that you're trying to read to determine how am I supposed to behave, how am I going to be accepted, so on and so forth, they don't know. They don't have a clue, okay? They are confused in and of themselves. They don't have anything to give you of what it is that you're wanting, that validation that, hey, Amy, it's okay, you're okay. You're okay. Okay? And you're looking for other people to kind of give you that pat on the back and tell you, you're okay. It's not going to happen from them. Okay? You have got to, the universe has been aligning up new people and new opportunities, but you have been so overthinking how people are going to perceive you and whether or not they're going to give you approval that you don't. Trying to think of the best way to put this here. That's where the paralyzation is coming from. Okay? You're going around down the rabbit hole. You're going into this cycle. You're going into this spiral. And if they don't give you what it is that you're looking for or what you think that you need, then you clam up and you paralyze. Okay? So, the first thing that you need to do is choose who you want to be. And pretend. Set up rules for this person. And put what you consider the real you, the shy you, whatever, put them on the back burner. Let them take a break, okay? This is a true case of fake it till you make it, okay? Deciding this is who I want to be. That is the clue. That is, okay, today I am putting on my extrovert hat. I'm a witch, and I'm going to do all things witchy today. I am going to be myself, but I'm going to be my witch me, okay? I am going to be the public Amy, okay? I am creating this persona whom I like, whom I really admire, who I want to be. I'm going to create this person in my mind. And when I walk out that door, I am going to put on that vest, that hat, that mask, and that's who I'm going to be. So this other shy person, this other person who's always looking for the feedback from everybody else, she's going to go to sleep for a little while, and I'm going to become this person. Here are my rules for this person. Here's how this person's ethics are, how this person behaves. You can call it Amy too. You can call it public Amy. Whatever it is, somebody that you admire. Build this person not based upon what you think everybody else wants, but somebody that if you looked at them in the mirror, you'd be like, hey, I want to be like them. Okay? Somebody that you would admire, and then get your acting on. Get your acting on. Be that person and come home and freak out and cry or whatever and just like, oh my God, there was a moment there. I don't know how I got through that. Man, Amy too turned around and we walked through that with complete confidence, but I was fucking terrified. Eventually, when you do that, you will become the person you are trying to become. But you have to, that's the ultimate of fake it till you make it, is you create the persona of who you want to be. You create that complete persona, but complete backstory, complete everything, and you role play as Amy 2 every time you go out the door. And eventually, Amy 2 becomes a little bit more like you, and you become a little bit more like Amy 2. And eventually, there is no Amy 1 and Amy 2. There's just Amy. You understand? Is this making some sense at all? Because that's the only way to get through something like this. You gotta turn into an actress and create your Amy 2. But make sure that she's somebody that you can admire. Make sure that she's somebody that Amy 1 would like to hang out with. Okay? Fine, call her Christine then. Okay? But be Christine when you go out. And then eventually, the more you flesh out Christine, the more Christine becomes like Amy and Amy becomes like Christine, and pretty soon there's just you. That's how you break the paralyzation. Okay? It's a lot. It's a time process. It's a time process. But let me tell you. You want to know the secret? The secret is Christine is the real you. The one you think of as the shy one. The Amy York, the one that does not feel good enough, that never feels enough. The one that is always wondering how other people think of her and stuff like that. That's not the real you. But you're like, but Shiya, yeah, it is. No, that's the conditioned you. That's how you were conditioned. That's how you were taught. That's how you were trained. That is the conditioned you. That's not the real you. You know? Yeah, you're just like, yeah, you have a great facade, but you gotta really flesh her out and make her tangible, make her real. And if you're having a hard time with anything, even when you're by yourself, let Christine come out and play. Alright? And eventually, the real you will come out of that conditioned, shy, stuck, paralyzed person that you don't want to be. That's not really you, that never has seemed to fit you. Pretty deep, huh? Whew, that was heavy. All right, Shield Nova, are you here? Shield Nova. Did that give you some good insights there, Miss York? Ah, okay. Yes, and truthful. Hey, you asked for it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but you wanted a specific thing of how to break this paralyzed thing. You're alive. Well, hey, that's better than the opposite. Every day you're alive is a new opportunity to learn. Let's see what Spirit has for you, Shield Nova. Have patience. Have patience. Don't be in such a hurry. Have patience. Have patience. Or you will start to worry. Have patience. Have patience. The gods have patience too. Just think of all the times that others had to wait on you. Yes, that is my facetious way of saying yes. Nova, the universe is saying hurry up and wait. Okay? You need to turn around and learn to wait on the universe's timing. Okay? Trying to force the context will fuck things up. Every fucking time. I got more than enough stories of times I've tried to push the universe this way or that. And the universe has been like, ha ha ha, ha. You really want to push me, bitch? You're gonna see what trying to push the universe is really about. I'm like, no, I really don't. I just want what I want. Oh no, you're trying to push the timing on me. No, I just want to. No, you're trying to push it. Let it go, or you're gonna get what for. But. All right, you asked for it. No, I didn't. Ah, fuck. Yes, I did. All right, universe, I shall learn. All right. So, Shield Nova. Yeah, I know your mind races in this loop of impatience. Learn to be mindful. Focus on mindfulness. Learn to be mindful. Learn to sit and be still. Find your connection with yourself, with your spirit guides, and with the universe. Okay? Jadalyn, are you still here? Annika, are you still here? Honora, are you still here? All right, Jadalyn, you are here. Let's see what we have for you. Sometimes, okay. Here's your theme song. We had a theme song for Shield Nova, so we're gonna do your theme song, okay? Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Okay, you may not need a Kit Kat bar, but you do need a fucking break. All right? Time to say time the fuck out. Time out. Self-care. Self-care is not selfish, Jadalyn. Okay? You really need to take some time for yourself. You need to tell everybody to fuck off, even if it's just a few minutes a day of just time to breathe. Time to be just you. Okay? You need to take some time for you, for some self-care. All right? Very important for you, Jadalyn. Very important. Aniket, Honora, are either one of you here? Let me know you're here for your free one card. If anybody has liked, subscribed, and shared and did not get their free one card, please let me know. Wonderful, Jadalyn. Wonderful. Make sure you're doing even just little brief breaks once in a while, okay? You don't have to turn around and break out the candles and the lavender and the herbs and the flowers for the bath, although that is really fucking nice. Believe you me, the lovely full moon bath with this full moon energy of this, in case you guys didn't see it, what's all the full moon about right now? Here it is right there on the screen. I'm going to read it for you guys. February's full moon is known as the snow moon because the snow is normally at full depth and or is covering the land this time of year. It's generally a time of scarcity. So its other name is the hunger moon. In times of old, food stores were running low and they were beginning to ration for the rest of winter, looking towards spring planting and the birth of the lambs. It's also known in the Native American communities as the storm moon due to the intense winter storms that normally come in February. This full moon will apex at around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time yesterday. The full moon energy is centered around February 4th through 6th, the days surrounding the apex, so that's including today. You can claim this energy as full on all 3 days, so today is the 3rd day. While this is Aquarius season, the full moon is in the sign of Leo, and that Leo being a fire sign, will help bring warmth and energy to these long winter days. Oh, okay, so you did, Nova. Okay, so let me know what you would like your reading on. Oh, or you wanted the spell? Is that what you wanted? Now, this is a great time of inspiration for anybody who can choose to tune in this energy for this full moon. The combination of the Leo moon and Aquarius season is adding an intensive energy of creation. Okay, you know how Aquarians, they love that forward thinking, you know? And Leos, they love to just get out their fire. They're let's make this shit happen. As we look towards spring together, look to give life to your new ideas and live from the heart. Give yourself permission to pursue your passions this moon cycle. As spring comes, your ideas will continue to grow, and any efforts you give towards them will see growth. So go ahead and type yes if you want to affirm that energy in your life, if you're accepting the energy from this full moon cycle. And Shield Nova, I see you on there. What would you like, my dear? Did you want a reading or did you want a spell? Ah, Debbie, you're an Aquarian too, just like my wolf. Elizabeth affirms that energy. Who else affirms this creative energy? As spring continues to come, your ideas will grow, and any efforts you give towards your ideas will see growth. The spell that we're doing right now is our full moon spell. This is our full moon manifestation that we're doing. It's a burny, manifesty spell. So is that what you would like, or did you want a reading, sweetheart? To manifest. I like to manifest. We to manifest. Manifestation time. Come on. No. Actually, you know what we should do? Actually, the right, better syllables of it would be manifesting time. Come on. Manifesting time. Come on. All right, what do you want your reading on? And last call, guys. If you want to donate, now's the time. Otherwise, I will be back. I'm thinking I'm going to do it tomorrow live. So, spiritual development. What's your question in the regards of spiritual development? Yes, I know. Manifesting time. Come on. Come on. Manifesting time. Come on. I'm a good chair dancer. Who else can chair dance? Actually, I need to do my shoulder exercises. My shoulders have been really killing me lately. So here, we'll do some of my shoulder exercises together, okay? So one of the things I've been doing is putting my hands over my head and back, okay? And then slowly bringing my hands down back as far as I can, all the way to behind my head. I am not touching my head. I'm going back as far behind my head as I can. Right now I've got about that much space there. Okay. Then coming out, straight out, and then back. Okay. Then putting the arms up in kind of like a 90-degree thing and bringing them slowly forward and together. Okay, and putting the elbows together and the hands palm to palm together, but trying to keep the arms at a 90-degree angle as much as you can do that, and put them elbows back as far as you can. Again, try it. It's harder than you think it is. Okay? And then holding it at a 90-degree angle in front of you. Then hands all the way back up. Link your hands together like this and lean them far back behind your head. And slowly bring your arms down. 90 degrees. Out. Back together. You guys trying this with me? Straight out. And then kind of do punches back and forth. Bring your fist all the way as close to your shoulder as you can while extending the other one straight out and then back. Doing the other side. Try to touch your fist to your shoulder if you can. Back. That one. Slow movements. Don't do this fast. Slow movements. Back. Bring the hands together. And one last time. All the way back. Slowly back down. Slowly take your elbows down to your side. Go ahead and roll your shoulders and see if you can do it like one shoulder back, 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 and then forward, 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 forward. Bring your shoulders all the way forward, like hunching. Okay, so you're kind of stretching those back muscles. And then all the way back like you're just trying to show off your boobs. All right? How's that feel? How's that feel to you guys? Try doing that, especially if you're sitting an awful lot. I've been doing that every 3 to 4 hours today because my shoulders have been really hurting me. So it was time. I have my little reminder, shoulder exercises come up. So that's ways to really work, because right in here, this area, touch there. Feel how tight and tender that gets, especially when we're hunching forward like this. Okay, see how it kind of hunches forward? You have a little kind of like shoulder hunch forward thing there that we do, especially when we're sitting there hunching forward. You get that collarbone thing going there. All right, you got that little kind of hollow happening right here. We're doing that on a regular basis, and this muscle becomes weak. So we end up with a lot of rotator cuff issues and rotator cuff problems, okay? Another thing that you can do is put your fingers together in the shower when you have the hot heat. Try to tuck your elbows in as much as you can and slowly use your fingers to crawl up the wall until you're reaching all the way up and out, and then lean forward. And then crawl down the wall again. And that will help with your shoulders and your shoulder mobility as well. Hello, come on. Apparently I put my hand up and it just messed my focus. All right, so you're wanting to know about what gifts you have. So we're doing a 1 to 2 card reading on what gifts you have. So let's see what we have for you. What spiritual gifts are we looking at for you? Well, obviously you're an empath. Okay, we have the King of Water. So you're an empath, which basically tells me here you project emotion. You are able to project emotion predominantly onto others. You can pick up other people's emotions, but you can definitely change how they feel. You can project emotions onto them. Your other gift is acquiring knowledge. Okay, so you have a really good ability to acquire knowledge. So the things that you're studying, you'll remember. Okay, you'll remember them, and you'll know how to apply them, because you'll remember it, and all of a sudden that situation will come up and you're like, oh, I learned about this. This applies here. Well, yes, it does apply here. Now you know how to apply your knowledge. Whoops, wrong thingy. Now you know how to apply your knowledge. So, I mean, that's a beautiful, awesome context right there. All right. All right, so did anybody like, subscribe, and share and did not get their freebie 1 cards? Anybody? Hopefully that helps and blesses you there, Nova. Bianca, you like, subscribed, and shared, but you didn't get your 1 card. Okay. So let's do yours real quick. Let me turn the snow moon thingy off. And Bianca, for you, good to see you, dear. Well, good morning. Bianca, this card always comes with a little kind of a thing. I think, therefore I am. Okay? I think, therefore I am. This normally comes up to when you need to give some things some deep inner contemplative thought, okay? Time for you to do a deep dive deep within your brain and see, what is it that you really think? What is it that you really believe? Challenge your mindset. Challenge your assertions. Challenge your limiting belief sets. Challenge yourself to see what holds water and what doesn't. Because sometimes some things we think hold water because this is what we believed our whole life don't. You know what I'm saying? So see what holds water and what doesn't. All right, my loves. And I'm glad that helps and blesses you there, my dear. So don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be the Witch and Wolf Wisdom podcast with our special guest, Ashley Hart. Okay? So tune in to this channel tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on Old Wolf Music. We would like to hear from you. We want you to be a part of the Wolf Pack, and I'm sure many of you guys would like a free private half-hour reading. So every submission that you guys send into the Wolf Pack for our Witch and Wolf Wisdom podcast, whether it be original music, poetry, asking for advice, questions, strange, funny stories, whatever, anything that we actually utilize on our podcast, whether we use your name or not, you can ask to be anonymous. So whether your name is mentioned or not, we still have your email and we know who the submissions are. So for every time, everything that you send in, if you send in 3 different things that get used on the podcast, like you send in 3 poems and all 3 of them get read, that's 3 entries. And from those entries, we will choose a winner every month to get a free private reading with me. So if you've been wanting a private reading, this is a great chance to getting part of the Wolf Pack. Meanwhile, show up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For a good time. Dial 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, LadyShiya.com or OldWolfMusic.com. The podcast is on both channels. It is live and interactive, so you can come and blah, blah, and talk to us live. And yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool, man. Cool, man. Don't miss it, man. It's awesome, man. Don't miss out, dude. Okay? So, I'm going to go spend a little time with my wolf. Meanwhile, I hope you guys have an amazing night. I will probably be back for a daytime live tomorrow. I'm trying to add some more daytime times in for people in different time zones. Okay? So we'll see how that runs tomorrow. We'll try it for a little while and see how it goes. Meanwhile, merry meet, merry part until we merry meet again. Blessed be, y'all.